Vauxhall E-Type 3098 Tourer by Mann Egerton 1921. This is a most handsome example of what is considered by many knowledgeable enthusiasts to be the finest British sporting car of the vintage period. Vauxhall 3098 adherents will maintain that while Bentley generated greater publicity, thanks largely to their victories at Le Mans, the Vauxhall Company, which raced at both Grand Prix and Tourist Trophy level before the Great War, had produced a car that could run rings around 3-liter Bentleys on cross-country journeys. The big engine, lightweight car formula has been repeated to good effect many times throughout the history of the sporting motor car, and Vauxhall's famous 3098 was one of its earliest successful applications. As has so often been the case, the spur behind this particular combination was a desire for competition success, the first 3098 being constructed in 1913 at the behest of car dealer and motorsport competitor, Joseph Higginson. Higginson's first objective was victory in the Chelsea-Walsh Hill climb in June of that year, and the Lawrence Pomeroy designed 3098 duly obliged, setting a hill record in the process which was to stand for 15 years. Lawrence Pomeroy's tenure as Vauxhall's chief engineer saw the Luton-based concern produce some of the truly outstanding designs of the Edwardian period, commencing with the 20-horsepower Prince Henry in 1910. A larger version of the Prince Henry's 4-cylinder side-valve engine was developed for its successor, the D-Type, which, with some 70 bhp on tap, was good for 70 miles per hour plus when not overburdened by formal coachwork. Pomeroy's 3098 was powered by a 4.5-liter, 4-cylinder, side-valve engine, in effect a stretched version of the Prince Henry/D-types, mounted in a conventional but lightweight chassis, suspension being by beam axle at the front and live axle at the rear, with semi-elliptic springs all round. Power was transmitted via a multi-plate clutch to a robust 4-speed gearbox, and thence via a short prop shaft to the straight-cut bevel rear axle. The braking system consisted of a foot-operated transmission brake and a handbrake operating on the 2 rear drums, the front wheels being unbraked. At first glance this unremarkable specification seems an unlikely one for a performance car, even an Edwardian example, but the 3098's 90 bhp plus power output, combined with a weight of only 2,400 weight, with the factory-built, 4-seater Velox Tourer coachwork, gave it a formidable power-to-weight ratio for the time. A fully road-equipped 3098 was capable of around 85 miles per hour, and when stripped for racing the company guaranteed a top speed in excess of 100 miles per hour for the later overhead valve models, a capability demonstrated at Brooklands on numerous occasions. Only a handful of cars were sold before the outbreak of WWI interrupted production, and when manufacture resumed in 1919, the model was given the designation E-Type, its Prince Henry predecessor having been the C and the 25-horsepower Tourer the D. Manufacture of the E-Type ceased in September 1922 after 287 cars had been constructed, there then being a slight hiatus in production before its successor, the overhead Volvo, commenced delivery to customers in early 1923. Despite a reduction in capacity to 4.2 liters, the power of the OHV motor went up to 110 bhp+, although this increase made little difference to the car's performance.